This video provides an overview of the features available to you in this content management system for managing static content. This area here is static content. The footer is static content. This area here is not. It's dynamic. It changes. There's a very large and powerful set of features for managing that content, and we have a separate video for that. Let's go ahead and log in. We'll start out at the simplest. Managing static content. Now first, because I'm in the CMS role, you'll notice there's a little icon here that looks like a pencil and notepad. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And now the page that we were just on, which had this plethora of products based on .NET, I would like to manage that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change that to underline. You can see that the change was made in the WYSIWYG. And now I'm going to click on the Save button. And after saving my changes, I'm going to click on the Preview button, which will take me back to the page that I just was on. Now you can see how incredibly simple and easy that this is to work with. It does not take high skill. All that it takes is somebody capable of following direction and typing. Now, if I want to change back to a previous version, there's a drop-down list box that contains a full list of and history of what was modified, and by choosing the last version, I'm able to get back to where I was before. Now I'm going to go ahead, I need to save this. And then we'll click on Preview. And you can see that on the page, indeed, everything is working as expected. Now I'm going to go to another browser view. If I click on Solutions, you're going to see in the non-authenticated view that there is no editor bar because I'm not logged in. And you can see that yes, the changes that we just made are there. Okay, next I'm going to go back to the home page. And let's take a look at modifying the footer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the edit icon. And I'm going to highlight copyright, change this to red. We'll save that. Now this is in the footer, and the footer is a special control that exists on every page. But you can see that on the content management page it's been changed. If I go to the non-authenticated view and do a refresh, you're going to see that its view is changed as well, and it's now red. Now if I go back to the content management, I have the capability to modify this both in a design WYSIWYG view or in an HTML view. So if you're skilled at HTML, you can do what I'm about to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of the font tag for the color. Go back to the design view. You can see the color's gone. I'm going to save this. And you can see that it's changed in the footer. And if I go to the home page, you're going to see that, yes indeed, it's changed there as well. Now if I go to the non-authenticated view and go to the home page or just refresh this page, you're going to see that the footer indeed changed. Now in the content management system, it's important to be aware of who owns the content. And in this design, all non-authenticated content that's viewable is owned by the non-authenticated account. I'm going to go ahead and set a filter on that account so that all views of data after this point, until I shut off the filter, will be based on the non-authenticated view. Go. Okay, and as soon as I click this, it's going to take me back to the home page, and what you're going to see, my view, even though clearly you can see that I'm authenticated up here, my view is the same as the non-authenticated view. If I go into Internet Explorer, you can see their view here is identical. Okay, now let's see here. If I go to the and when I say identical, it's not quite. You can see that in the non-authenticated view that there's no icons available for editing, while because I'm logged in and I have roles, I can manage the non-authenticated data. Okay, so that's obviously very powerful. Next, we're going to take a look at managing the content of the non-authenticated user with a pre-filter based on, now there is no user search grid here, which can be advantageous if you want to quickly get around and manage the data for a particular account. I'm going to filter on home, submit this filter, and now you can see the content for the home page. Okay. Now this is the row of data here is exactly the same data that you see in the non-authenticated view. Now I can edit that, excuse me, and I'll go ahead and do that. I'll select that, and I can go here and do it in the WYSIWYG. Open up the child window. I'll change according to, oops, actually I didn't need to do it that way. We will change it to purple. I'm sorry, where did I change it to? Navy. Alright, I'm going to submit these changes, which fills this box up, and submit this back to the database, and you can see it's blue here. If I go back to the non-authenticated view and click on the home page, you're going to see that this changes to blue. Okay. Next, I can insert data based on a current view. So go ahead and select the insert. Now I want to go back to a previous view. So one easy way to do that is to take a previous view of data, submit that. Now you can see it's at the top of the grid, and if I click on home, you're going to see that it comes back again to where it was before. Now I hope you're getting an idea for the power here. I can filter on user, I can filter on individual contents for that user. Because this is a full collaboration style portal and your users can manage their own unique content, obviously they're going to run into problems. They're going to need your help from time to time, or they may have some content that you need to change for whatever reason that might be. But this, as you can see, gives you full flexibility and capability to do that. Now I'm going to go ahead, go back to the home page to close this out. You can see again here that this is filtered based on the non-authenticated account. Okay, you can see our highlights, featured solutions, why us. Same thing here when I go back into Firefox. Now when I click on filtering on member non-auth and click on that, that will shut the filter off for me. And now you can see I'm back to my view, which has different titles, and let's see if and the orientation of the widgets are different as well. So you can see that I have a full unique experience. Well, thank you for your time, and I hope you appreciate the other videos.